Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, there's no doubt as to who the creative hub in the side is. It's Mikel Oyarzabal. He boasts some of the most impressive records when it comes to goals and assists, Peter, helped by the fact that he can play anywhere across that front line.
And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
That has been knocked clear. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Rabiot. The ball is loose, shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ferran Torres is there, and he can get that clear. Aimed in towards the centre. Cherki. Now that's well seen too. Konate. Cherki. And here's Dembele. Cherki. They've certainly started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Pedri. Grimaldo. Moved on forwards. Gusto cuts out the pass. Upamecano. Cherki. Hernandez. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, easy pickings there. It'll be a throw-in. Rodri. Llorente. Out to the right. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Biner. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Llorente. Llorente. Yamal. Llorente. Fired deep towards the back post. Konate with the clearance. Camavinga. It is well put. Cherki! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Biner. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. And back to the goalkeeper. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Ferran Torres. Keeper's got good distance on that. Gusto. He's having a look round. Big chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Dembele really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And it's Llorente. And here's Yamal. Oyarzabal. Pedri. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so
We are.
we're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Grimaldo. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Played in with purpose. Overhit and out of play. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. And here's Olise. Gusto. Very nicely done. Olise! Rabiot, and it's lofted through here.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rabiot played into space. And it's Gusto. Showing good feet. Ferran Torres did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ferran Torres chasing after it. Dembele. That is lovely.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Cherki. Camavinga shifted upfield. Yamal. Rodri. Pedri. No goals as yet. Grimaldo. Oh, that's neat. Grimaldo takes aim and crosses. That has been knocked clear. And he shoots! Decent enough try.
Lamine Yamal is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Gusto. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo, aim forwards. Ferran Torres. Defending of the desperate variety. And they've got a throw. Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal, and he's gone backward here. Rabiot. Cherki. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Nice physical challenge. Camavinga. Rabiot. Upamecano, gently done. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Oh, nice touch. Hernandez. Now here's the delivery. Al-Kubasi attempts a clearance. And here's Dembele. And the finish! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Olise plays it short. Hernandez played into the box. Mbappe. Camavinga. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And the pass is intercepted. Camavinga. Hernandez. Cherki. Cherki. And here's Olise. And it's played forward. Ferran Torres. Olise. Spread out to the left. He can get that clear. Konate. Brilliantly cut out. Grimaldo. Pedri. Spain going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Rodri forwards and with intent. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Llorente. Baina. Baina shifted upfield. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Grimaldo. Baina. That'll be a throw. Upamecano. Hernandez. Cherki. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, takes the shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Played out wide. Lovely bit of skill. He's in here! Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ferran Torres can get it clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Camavinga. Oh, what a climb! Goal! France! And France are in front! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
France have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And he thumps it clear. Can he deliver? And that has been cleared. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Camavinga, and it's played forward. And it's Hernandez. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Pedri. Pau Kubasi, played over towards the opposite flank. Howson. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Llorente. That's really well manoeuvred. It's run loose here. Rodri. Oh, good spread. Yamal. Upamecano gets good distance on it. And it's Grimaldo. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. Oh, what a pass! There's the shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rodri. Bina. Howson. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
France merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
France leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
France really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Gusto, Konate, Rabiot, Cherki, moved on forwards, and here's Dembele, Mbappe, real chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Grimaldo. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Upamecano. Camavinga. Upamecano. Rabiot. Cherki. Olise. Oh, that's a nice ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri. Rodri. Yamal. And here's Llorente. Out towards the flank. Bino's cross. Climbs up big! Gusto gets rid without sophistication. Grimaldo. Olise was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Cherki. Camavinga. A searching ball out wide. Gusto. Back when it goes. Mikel Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal played out towards the right wing. And it's Baina. And he's picked out the run. Ferran Torres. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Gusto trying to keep this in. Chance, surely! Gusto. Konate. Cherki. Utamacano. That's a good... Oyarzabal! They've scored!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rabiot. Baina does really well to win the ball there. Llorente. Aim forwards. Ferran Torres. Spain disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Gusto. It's a pretty loose pass. Kubasu. Played towards the other side. Yamal. Llorente. Llorente. That's good play. It's a mighty effort! It's in!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Ferran Torres demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Crossing. Almost an hour gone. Oyarzabal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Olise with the foul. Moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. Now it's Yamal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Rodri. Alex Grimaldo puts a cross in. Tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Spain really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Clearly not happy with that. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, it's come loose. Chance here to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Cherki. Camavinga. Upamecano, gently done. Cherki. Calmly anticipates.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's been played through. Well timed, excellent interception. Camavinga. And it's played forward. And that is a little undercooked. He's in a great position. Mbappe, forwards and with intent. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Rabiot. Gusto. Time to deliver. Hit into them. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Gusto. Olise. Dembele. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Olise. That's tidy. They get a throw in. Mbappe! Oh, they could be caught out here. That's going to go a long way. Referee's given a throw. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pedri. Llorente. That pass has been well intercepted. Olise. Olise! And that's a real chance missed.
Olise fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Olise goes short, and here's Olise, a chance to play it in. It's Hernandez, and here's Mbappe. Mbappe is fouled.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Olise! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw! And they're back in front! Oh, that is a bit special. France take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Spain getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Pau Kubasi looks to the other side, and that's been won straight back. Baina played out to the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Up he goes! He has done it! Spain are all square. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Après 78 minutes de jeu, le numéro 15.
This has become one superb game of football.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Dembele. Played out wide. Rabiot. Oh, good spread. Lovely feet. Out to the right. Rabiot have it back and can go again.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Olise being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now.
Takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ferran Torres looking to run onto it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Upamecano. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Oyarzabal. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
I think we might be done here, Peter.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Baina with the slide tackle there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Ferran Torres. And it's Grimaldo. Gusto gets it clear. And it's Grimaldo. Alex Grimaldo. It's a mighty effort!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Konate. Camavinga played out towards the right wing. Grimaldo. Llorente. Pedri. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Camavinga. And here's Baina. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Yamal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Pedri. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Rodri. Oh, a delicate chip through. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. Upamecano, gently done. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. Boy, you can feel the tension. So this one to set the tone. And he puts them one up.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Oyarzabal next in line, and here he is. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
Olise is second man up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Ferran Torres is the second man to step up for his team.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Visten to level matters. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper and maybe that put him off.
And he puts it away. 2 to the good. He must, but can he? No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed. So in the end, heartbreak. A few of them inconsolable. This is what footballing fate had stored up for them. It is nasty.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
Well, thanks for... Camavinga, Rabiot, Cherki, Olise. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And that is out of play. Dembele. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Upamecano. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. Mbappe. Very nicely done. Baina does really well to win the ball there.
Spain seem ready to just bide their time for the moment. Patience seems to be the operative word.
Baina. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Rabiot. And it's Gusto. Rabiot. Camavinga. Cherki. Camavinga. Hernandez climbs up big! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Olise chasing after it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Gusto shifted upfield. And here's Oyarzabal. Yamal. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Konate, gently done. Mbappe. Could go all the way here. Aimed in towards the centre. Great chance! Rodri gets rid without sophistication. Olise. That looks a good ball through. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Pau Kubasi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Not the most accurate pass. Hernandez. Aim forwards. That's Dembele. Rodri. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oyarzabal. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo. Pedri. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, that's nice. Grimaldo. Rodri. Biner. Howson. Howson played over towards the opposite flank. Pedri. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres with the delivery. Cherki. Konate. Gusto. Olise. Rabiot. Foot in. Ferran Torres. Rabiot. Olise. Camavinga. Delivered across. Defending of the desperate variety. Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Grimaldo. Can he get onto this? That has been cut short. Llorente. Rodri. Played into space. Grimaldo picks it up now. Now who's going to be first to this? Gusto herring after the ball here. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Ferran Torres clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Mbappe. Biner wins the duel this time. Howson. Yamal. Moved on forwards. Yamal. Llorente. Biner. Llorente. Biner. Llorente. Lovely bit of skill. Llorente with the cross. That's not going to find its target. Gusto. Upamecano. Camavinga. Oyarzabal. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Yamal. Up he goes! Goal! Spain!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
But pour l'équipe d'Espagne. Après 33 minutes de jeu, le numéro 7.
Spain have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Konate. Well, here is the raid we were told to expect. Gusto making good progress on the right-hand side. Gusto. And across it goes. Llorente getting this one clear. Oh, easy pickings there. Howson. Pedri. Bina. Mbappe. Olise takes a shot. Rodri. And it's played forward. And he welcomes it in. Ferran Torres. That's good defending, very good defending. Howson forwards and with intent. Rabiot. Olise. He's beaten the last man. Dembele spread out to the left. He's got away. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Llorente carries the ball down the right. Upamecano. France are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
It's Dembele! That was superb goalkeeping!
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Pedri. Yamal. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Llorente. Some good work on the right flank here. In by Llorente. Goes for a shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
But pour l'équipe d'Espagne. Après 48 minutes de jeu, le numéro 5.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Cherki. Camavinga. And he's there to get it away. Llorente. Now it's Bina. Now it's Bina. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yamal. Oh, red. Nice interception. Hernandez. And we've reached half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. There's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
And we're underway again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Mbappe. Upamecano. Dembele. Hernandez. Hernandez. And he's managed to get... Could be danger here! Yamal. Aim forwards. Oh, nicely intercepted. Cherki. And it's Gusto. And that's not going to reach. Rodri. Pedri. Bina. Howson. Pedri. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Oyarthabal. Pedri. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Rabiot. Cherki. And here's Dembele. It's a throw-in. Elise's cross. And he's there to clear it.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Grimaldo. Grimaldo forwards and with intent. Gusto. Rabiot. And it's Gusto. They get a throw-in. Cherki. He's in a great position. It's a loose ball. Bina. And he cuts out the supply. Cherki. Yamal. Bina. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Out towards the flank. Mbappe. Al Kubasi with the clearance. Cherki. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Camavinga have it back and can go again. Llorente. Now it's Bina. He's found a way through. Bina. Delivered with swing. Not one of his best. Cherki. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bina.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Yamal. Yamal. Llorente.
Le
Baina.
nombre de spectateurs pour ce match,
Llorente.
16 880.
Baina. Now it's Llorente. Time to deliver. Deep cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Upamecano gets it away. And it's Pedri. And here's Ferran Torres.
Spain look very much like they've got to that time where it's all about closing this one out. Just take the sting out of the opposition.
Spain, on the other hand, are left with no choice but to risk everything and to go for it. Crossed in against a mighty effort! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Kubasi. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Olise. Gusto. Rabiot. France to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Gusto. And that could set him on his way. Dembele. Chance here to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, great shot. Yamal! And he's heaved it away. Ferran Torres. Dembele. Rabiot. Camavinga, played towards the other side. Cuts out the pass. Ferran Torres. Kubasi. Ferran Torres. Baina. Kubasi. Howson shifted upfield. Konate. Camavinga. Hernandez chooses to go cross-field. And it's Rabiot. That's tidy. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gusto puts a cross in.
Hernandez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Howson. Ferran Torres. Oh, can he get onto this? Pedri. Grimaldo. Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Yamal. Upamecano with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. safely away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Lovely feet. And it's Hernandez. Now the delivery. Liner. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yamal. Llorente. Howson. Hernandez. Mbappe. Hernandez. Good play on the left-hand side here. Plays it across. And that has been cleared. He can get that clear. Gusto. A probing pass. Tries to get it clear. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Llorente is there and he can get that clear. And here's Mbappe. Here it is. Oh, smashing header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Olise goes short. And it's Gusto. Howson gets good distance on it. Gusto. Cherki. Gusto. Oh, it's played into the area. And they can't read. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dembele. Dembele opts to play it back, and they can counter here. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Camavinga. Cherki caresses it through. Ronaldo clears it away. And it's Camavinga. Great defending, strong and determined. Rabiot. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe played out towards the right wing. That has been knocked clear. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Gusto. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Dembele. He thumps it clear. 5 minutes left on the clock. Camavinga. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cross. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Cherki. Olise. Gusto. Rabiot. Rodri. Pedri forwards and with intent. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cherki. Ferran Torres. Played back to the goalkeeper. Konate. Camavinga. Out to the right. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Moved on forwards. Throw in. What a throw in. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your final thoughts, Jim?
France never quite got to grips with this game, Peter. They looked slow and cumbersome in trying to...
To business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, an impressive talent that I'll be watching will be Mikel Oyarzabal. He likes to play with a freedom and drift between the flank and that number 10 position, and his skill on the ball makes him very pleasing on the eye too. You'll get some real enjoyment out of this guy.
Okay, interesting. And here's Oyarzabal. He is through. Yamal! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Oh, they could be caught out here. So who's he picking out? Out for a throw. And it's Grimaldo. And here's Ferran Torres. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Baina. Dembele. Now, what about a counter-attack?
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Howson. Baina. Pedri. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Konate, Camavinga, Hernandez, and here's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Howson getting this one clear. And it's Gusto. Dembele, now here's the delivery. Grimaldo. Pedri. Baina. Llorente. Yamal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Oh, good spread. Now what about this cross? That has been knocked clear. Olise. Camavinga. Upamecano. Gusto. Now he's off and running. Cherki. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! And he's heaved it away. Cherki played into the middle.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Cherki clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Pedri. Yamal.
Spain playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach.
Llorente. Time to deliver. Hernandez. Cherki. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Chance for a shot! This time, surely! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oyarzabal running with the ball. Yamal. Baina, gently done. Oyarzabal. Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shapes to shoot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Spain have found chances hard to come by, so that's perfectly understandable.
Olise. And it's Gusto. Serves up across. Howson is there, and he can get that clear. Llorente shifted upfield. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work, and it ought to pay off for them as well.
Grimaldo done delicately. It's out for a goal kick. Rabiot. Cherki. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Out towards the flank. Rodri. Pedri. Looks to the other side. Yamal. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oyarzabal. And it's Baina. And here's Oyarzabal. And he thumps it clear. And he cuts out the supply. So what can they make of this? And here's Dembele. Takes a shot. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ferran Torres. And here's Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres with the delivery. Mbappe. Camavinga. Mbappe. Olise. And here's Dembele. Dembele hits it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Dembele probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Bina. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Cherki succumbs to the pressure. Yamal. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Yamal. Llorente. Played into the middle. Bina played out towards the right wing. Llorente with the cross. Cleared without complication. Llorente, and it's Bina. And here's Yamal. There will be a throw-in. Upamecano. Upamecano. Cherki. Olise. Olise!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Oyarzabal. Bina. Trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work. And it ought to pay off for them as well.
And across it goes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Pedri crossed in once more. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Upamecano is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's played forward. Olise. Cherki. Moved on forwards. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Llorente. Bina. Looks to the other side. Ferran Torres. Aimed in towards the centre. And back out it comes. Oyarzabal. He's cut it out. Konate, gently done. Bina. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Gusto. Upamecano. Upamecano forwards and with intent. First quarter of an hour gone. So it is still 0-0. And here's Dembele. Hernandez picks it up now. Pau Kubasi tries to clear. Yamal. Howson. Biner. Llorente shifted upfield. Biner. Aim forwards. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rabiot gently done. Olise! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Howson. Biner. Llorente. Llorente chooses to go cross-field. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Dembele, it's Dembele! Goal! France! And France are in front! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Camavinga. Well, here is the rain we were told to expect. Rabiot. Moved on forwards. Hernandez. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Hernandez. Rabiot. Now it's Olise. And here's Olise. And here's Dembele. Yamal. Great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Konate. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Hernandez. Over to the left. Now it's Mbappe. Biner. Pedri. Howson. Pedri. Rodri. And he goes cross-field. Yamal.
Llorente, he is through here. And here's Yamal. And here's Baina. Looking for a decent ball in. Pedri. Baina. Yamal. Llorente looking to run onto it. Konate, Rabiot, Cherki, and here's Elise, and it's Gusto. Cherki, Mbappe, plays it across. It is a corner, good chance. Howson can get it clear. Rabiot. And he's heaved it away. Baina. Hernandez concedes a free kick for that. Baina. Upamecano. Hernandez. Gusto. Played out wide. So nearly the perfect ball. Mikel Oyarzabal. Out to the right. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Cherki. Nice physical challenge. Calmly anticipates. Yamal. Defending was strong and firm. Camavinga. France, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Hernandez. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. That's very neat. And here's Mbappe. Yamal absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He's got away. Yamal. And it's played forward. Camavinga. Cherki. And here's Elise, takes a shot. Oh, it's hit the post. France have reclaimed it. Elise, oh, good spread. Gusto gets a cross in. And that has gone horribly wrong. Kubasi.
Biner. Pedri. Oh, can he get onto this?
France have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Ambitious ball here. And that has been clubbed away. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Upamecano. Camavinga. Long ball, looking to counter. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And back to the goalkeeper. Cherki. Biner. Pedri. Kubasi. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
France have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Mbappe is there, and he can get that. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Ferran Torres is offering a right smile there.
And it's Biner. The message is clear, none shall pass. Cherki. Gusto. Upamecano. Hernandez. Upamecano. Played back. Both teams will be wanting to put on a show for their supporters here, and anticipation in the stands is building nicely. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella, Oyarzabal, is one player that's been catching my eye. His best position is on the left wing, although it's almost the antithesis of the modern winger. For example, he doesn't really have pace.
Olise! How Kubasi gets rid without sophistication. Cherki. Moved on forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Cherki. Camavinga, forwards and with intent. Olise, spread out to the left. Now what about this cross? And it's hoisted clear. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Yamal. Oyarzabal played out towards the right wing. Chooses to go back. And the shot! Marvellous goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it. Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Après 4 minutes de jeu, le numéro 20.
So, a breakthrough already. Hernandez. Camavinga. Cherki. Mbappe. Out to the left it goes. Cherki. Nice physical challenge. Baina, out to the right. Mikel Oyarzabal. Baina. Hausen. Kubasi. Pedri. That's really well manoeuvred. Konate. Upamecano. Konate. Rabiot. Konate. Rabiot. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Hernandez. Oh, he's got a side of... Dembele hits it! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Kubasi. Pedri. Grimaldo. Kubasi. Hausen, gently done. Mbappe. Hernandez. Swings it across. That has been knocked clear. Proves too strong. Yamal. Spain.
Well, we're seeing a better spell of passing here, Peter, so you're getting some short, crisp passing and much more purpose behind it.
And they're keeping the ball.
Well, in some way, that qualifies as good defence too, doesn't it?
Llorente is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Yamal. Harrison shifted upfield. Upamecano. Gusto. France are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Look, they've simply been punished for a sleepy start. Time for that wake-up call.
Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Kubasi. France needing to chase the game already. Mbappe. Camavinga. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cleared away. Pedri. No way through, so back it comes. And it's Pedri. That's tidy. And here's Oyarzabal! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gusto. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pedri. Rodri. Camavinga. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rabiot. Olise. Mbappe played out to the left flank. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Hernandez. Delivered in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Over to the left. Pedri goes on a run down the left wing. Ferran Torres. And the keeper has it. Upamecano, aim forwards. That's a nicely weighted pass. Dembele. Tries to get it clear. They get a throw in. Cherki. Oh, that's nice. Out towards the flank. Camavinga. That is good strength. Grimaldo gets good distance on it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Cherky. Turns and goes back. Can he finish? Caught offside that time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Played back to the goalkeeper. Cherky. And it's played forward. Mbappe.
Ferran Torres.
France are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Konate. Camavinga shifted upfield. And it's Hernandez. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And he's there to get rid. He's free, he has got space. Cherky. Shot, surely! He's missed, but not by that far. Rodri gets it away. Pedri.
Ferran Torres.
Pedri looking understandably energised after his goal. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And it's hoisted clear. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. They've played it short. Weiner hangs in across. He's dealt with that well.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Oyarzabal. Yamal. Weiner. Llorente has it out wide and in space. And play for a throw. Nice interception, well timed. Hernandez. Cherky. Olise. And he's there to get it away. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Kubasi. And it's Pedri. That is lovely. A chance to play it in. Pedri. Oh, good spread. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
That's a cute ball. And that could set him on his way. Well read. And the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way. Succumbs to the pressure. Goes down, but nothing given. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bina. And that's really well manoeuvred. Llorente. Pedri. France are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, what a ball! Mbappe. He is through here! Howson, and the keeper's got it again. Bina. Kubasi. Pedri. Played out to the right. Hernandez makes the interception. Hernandez. Rabiot. Rabiot played out towards the right wing. And it's Pedri. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Bina. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's neat. And here's Ferran Torres. Back into the middle. Here's Oyarzabal. He's had a shot!
Oyarzabal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Olise. Olise. Oh, good spread. Gusto, and that's aimed into the middle. Olise goes short. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hernandez. It's run loose here. And here's Mbappe. And here's Olise. Rabiot does really well to win the ball there. Aimed in towards the centre. Howson is there and he can get that clear. Chucky! That was mighty close. Bina. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are back underway.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Kubasi. Howson. Played out to the right. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Brilliantly cut out. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that has been clubbed away. France have reclaimed it. Camavinga. Hernandez. Hernandez. Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, I think they can breathe a massive sigh of relief then. Such a let-off.
Biner. Howson. Llorente. Biner. Oyarzabal. Cherki. Gusto. Cherki. Olise. Camavinga, aim forwards. Hernandez is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Grimaldo chips it through. Cherki. Moved on forwards. Applies the finish! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rodri. It's Hernandez. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ferran Torres. Pedri. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, red, nice interception. Rabiot. Cherki. Lobbed in behind. Rodri. Rodri forwards and with intent. Ferran Torres. There are a few waiting for it. And he's there to clear it. And here's Oyarzabal. Biner. Biner. He has a look up. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Hernandez tries to clear. Llorente. And it's Pedri. Grimaldo. Oyarzabal. Mbappe. Cherki. Now it's Olise. Gusto. Proves too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Grimaldo. Grimaldo played up towards the front line. Ferran Torres looking to run onto it. Upamecano clears it away. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that's surely a foul. Free kick. And it's Grimaldo. Ferran Torres. Now here's the delivery. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rodri. Vaina. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Rodri. And here's Oyarzabal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Oyarzabal. Ambitious ball here. That is a brilliant interception. He can get that clear. Grimaldo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Hernandez played with finesse. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Mbappe. And here's Dembele.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can...
Up he goes! He will be livid with himself. Kubasi. Rodri played out to the left flank. Gusto. Ball's gone out of play. Konate. Camavinga. And it's Hernandez. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Can he stop it going out? And he thumps it clear. Camavinga. Gusto gets a cross in. Mikel Oyarzabal. It's
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Pedri. Rodri. Bina. That's really well manoeuvred. Konate. Ferran Torres. And here's Ferran Torres. Olise wins the duel this time. Konate. Camavinga. Olise. Oh, it's Dembele. It could be in here. Gusto. Nice control. Howson. Llorente. Bina. Hernandez. Nice looking ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Gusto gets over and intercepts. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. And he's there to clear it. Ball is over the line. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Rabiot. Looking for a decent ball in. Rabiot opts to play it back. Oh, such a clever touch. A header! Oh, not the best of headers.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, the clearance is short.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Tries a deft little ball. Olise. Howson can get it clear. Here comes another cross.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Olise's cross. Shot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal shifted upfield.
Spain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's Oyarzabal. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Ferran Torres going full tilt down the left.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left flank. Camavinga caresses it through. Gusto, and he's gone backward here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Dembele.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That has found him in acres of space. That's not going far.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedri moved on forwards. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nice defending, physical and effective. Camavinga.
They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
Kubasi. Rodri. Pau Kubasi, aim forwards. Howson. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Upamecano. Cherki. Hernandez. Mbappe. Camavinga. Howson gets it clear. Cherki.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Oyarzabal. That's good running with the ball. A lot of space ahead of him. So here comes the substitution.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Spain really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Pedri. Ferran Torres. And it's gone back to the keeper. Konate. Rabiot. Cherki. Gusto. Now he's off and running. Ferran Torres. Grimaldo. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Your final thoughts, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.